which forms a communication link between the earthly world and the demonic world, realm. Thus, anyone who becomes a channel of communication for an evil spirit is a medium, and he has a familiar spirit on the inside. Look at your neighbor and say, boy, that is messed up. It's messed up. It's messed up. Because see, if I can smell a familiar smell. Because I used to smoke crack, boy. I used to smoke crack. I used to smoke it. Big boulders. Get a bell ringer.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Come on.
You know? And so that smell, because I did it for so long, that smell became almost part of me. You know, I became so familiar with the smell. Right to this day, if I smell a familiar smell, it'll bring me back to remembrance of some things that I've done.
Yeah. It will. That's real.
Yeah. You know why? Because my flesh recognizes and is familiar with my past.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on now.
Familiar with my past. I can smell something and it smell like wet daddy. Why? Because my flesh is familiar with my past. It is familiar with the things that I've done. And because of that, check this out. When my flesh tries to, it's going to move. You have your stomach ever roared, you know?
Yeah.
It's going to roar. It's going to do that for a long period of time, you know? Even right now, if I smell something, my stomach still, well, you know what that is? My flesh is craving still. Come on now, I've been delivered 21 years. Glory be to God. This October be 22. Amen. But every time I smell those familiar smells, my flesh lets me know I still remember. Your flesh is going to let you know that it still remembers. This is the reason why you can't play with this thing. You can't play with it. I don't care. 21 years or not. I will not put myself in a position to become a portal or open up a door for the enemy to step right back in. And y'all be reading on the paper, Lord, you remember that pastor in life changing Ray? He went, I seen him in the crack house. Because, check this out. Because, listen to this. I'm so sanctified and holy.
Come on
I'm finna go. God didn't send me though.
Come on now.
I'm finna go over into this community. I'm finna go into this house.
That's right.
I'm finna go into this club. The devil is a lie. I got the power of God all on the inside of me. And you go in there and you were not ready. You were not sent. That familiar spirit will grab you and boom, beat you down, cause you to become helpless, and before you know it, be leading you.
Yeah, that's real.
And open shame will hit you, conviction, condemnation, and everything else that you can imagine, and cause you to run and hide in a hole somewhere, all because you were ignorant concerning the things of God, and you didn't wait on God, and therefore here you are. You almost have to start all over again.
Help us, Lord.
Somebody give God a praise. But look at your neighbor and say, I want to recognize. I want to recognize. A familiar spirit sometimes is something that a person has because it is a personality identified with a certain individual. Each and every one of us in here, each and every one of us in here has a certain personality. We have a certain personality. Yes, well, we have a certain like, don't we? Some of us like, this kind of cake or that kind of cake and all that. Do you not know the enemy know what kind of cake you like?
Yeah.
So in the process of you say, I'm waiting on God, here comes the cake you like. Oh yeah. You don't play with it. Don't play with it. And this is how curses are passed on from one generation to another, and why we repeat the same things over and over and over, because of this familiar spirit that we fail to recognize. Look at your neighbor and say,